America's a hustle.
Wow, that was actually damn good. Now, I'm not familiar with the Penguin. All I can recall is Batman beating the shit out of him in the Arkham games, riding a duck in Batman Returns, and well, getting his ankle broken by Annie. Never really dove into his comics. He was just never my favorite Batman villain, unlike the Joker and Two-Face. But the Batman came along and included many villains, including Penguin himself. He wasn't the main villain, but played his part perfectly as the supportive villain, escalating the conflict for Batman in the story. Props to the makeup department turning Colin Farrell into this unrecognizable mobster. He actually kills it, despite a whole lot of prosthetics on his face.
Holy God, what are you showing me? His head. Come on!
In the Batman metas I've watched and played, Penguin was this rich con man, keeping himself clean in the high society and removing himself from the dirty crime, but playing around with the shit which keeps him out of the dirt. The way the Batman universe handles Oz is he's this errand boy for Carmine, until Falcone himself receives a sniper shot from a camping Riddler who clearly plays a lot of COD. This gave Reeves the opportunity to execute on the consequences of the Batman events, such as the civilians and the power vacuum within the drug war.
We're running the whole damn trade.
This leads us into the Penguin, which follows right after the devastating flood. With Carmine dead, the power of vacuum has opened, and Oz looks to take charge. He tries getting dirt on the Falcones until he's interrupted by Alberto, the new head of the family. Alberto has this new drug in the making and shares every bit of detail to Oz, riling him up. But the mistake he makes, I love watching Oz scenes back in the Batman. He despises folks making fun of him, and well, Alberto takes the nasty end of gunfire. But Oz takes the opportunity to manipulate Alberto's death and run both families into the ground. Using the likes of Sophia and Salvatore Maroni to climb in the drug world, he's willing to double-cross anyone unless he fulfills his promise to his mom that he made it. The show isn't just a mob warfare like The Godfather or Scarface. There's a real personality to each character driven by very dark moments. The show takes lengths on keeping it grounded in reality. How about Carmine Falcone? Holy smokes, the show really delves into his cruel nature and how big of a piece of shit he is, and Sophia being the victim of a man driven by power and staying above all. The show proceeded in the beginning revealing she's the hanged man, strangling 7 women like Sophia as a psychopath to begin with, but it's revealed her father planted his killings on her, sending her to Arkham Asylum where the corrupt procedures was what really made her into a crazy woman. Her plans changed for a comprehensible reason, removing her from the Falcone name, rewarding the Expendables for their work, and seeking revenge on Oz for the murder of her brother. This is a chess game essentially through 8 episodes of Oz and Sophia one-upping each other, and we garner this perception Sophia has always been this cycle all her life in contrast to Oz, who we believe was made into who he is by society. But after the midway point of the show, it uncovers details that Sophia was innocent till her father handed her over to the asylum in attempts to save his own skin. Meanwhile, Oz has always been a psycho, getting his brothers killed in the sewer who were only playfully messing with him. Even more is unraveled about Oz's past, as his mom was aware of his actions and orchestrated a plan to get him killed. But the dreams caught on her and she fed Oz to being this monster he is. She even screams how she wished she killed him on that very day. It's a sort of relief of her as she goes into a stroke later and becomes a vegetable. But here's the fucked up part. So Oz has to tie these loose ends. The Councilman Haiti insists if he wants to rise up, he has to start clean. So Oz frames the bombing with the vital evidence on Sophia as well. Here's a fucked up part. Keeps his mom in a vegetable state after promising her he'd let her go if she ever did come to that very circumstance. All because of delusions to boast his ego. And what's even more screwed up is he makes Eve dress as his mom to twirl and dance and whisper he did good. I mean, props to the writing team to not make Oz this forgiving villain with morals many can understand and accept no matter the harsh circumstances. But the spit in the face for believing this is some sort of anti-hero nonsense was a job well done. Vic was a character which best represented us, the audience, what we believed to see Oz through episode 1 and 8. In the end, strangling the kid who helped him, telling us, yeah, this man is a psycho piece of shit.
It wasn't for nothing.
truly remarkable in how well crafted this show is, with complex writing, unique characters, and a story taking you one way, doing a complete 180 in a perfect manner. The show felt mature, unpredictable, and nothing surprising, given the man behind the creation has made remarkable character-driven stories before. This show really makes you hope Batman beats the living crap out of the Penguin and gives you a reason to watch the Batman Part 2. I highly recommend watching this before you go see the second part, because if the Penguin is involved heavily, this show will take you to this new perspective. Anyways guys, see you on the next one.